What's up, everybody? Give me a few minutes because I have to go in and edit the stream because going from Zoom to YouTube casting is lots of fun. So give me a few here. I just want to make sure all the stuff links up. Figure I'd do this dry run before overtime tomorrow night, so you guys will get to watch me play around with a little bit of whatnot cells. Exciting, huh? Let's put a thumbnail on this, guys. I don't have one here. Go in here. Oh, this would be a great photo to get taken off the live stream today. Let's see, where am I at? I'm just gonna put live tonight. We'll use this one. Yeah, I can't see a chat, guys, because I'm doing this. Just give me 1 second. I lied. Give me about 2 minutes. Where the heck do I put these at? Oh, they're up here. Ah. Don't forget, if you guys are, I mean, I can't see a chat right now, but Gridiron. I think there's only like 18 people in it. We had like 30 some last year. Ah, misspelled it. That's enough tags. Well, actually, let me do this. Ah, did it again. Oh my gosh, it keeps giving me like these suggestions. Stop. There we go. Looks good. All right, I'm gonna switch back over while this is taking effect. What's up, Grunt Dad? Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I just trying to make sure everybody knows about it. Ooh, let me mute this whatnot stream before they start here. They're supposed to be on 7. You go here. 2. Man, Sports Card Radio had a big old chat last night. Was it like 1,000, 1,300 people or something in there? Good for them, man. That was good. How many people were watching it last night? That's where they reopened that 86, 87 Fleer box, Jordan rookie year. It's good now. All right. That's good. Oh, I was talking about, sorry, I was kind of far from the mic. Oh, I was on that Sports Card Radio Live yesterday watching them open that box. I was waiting for something crazy to happen. I kind of figured it wouldn't. They probably, triple checked all their T's and I's and stuff onto it. But they had a lot of people. I mean, I remember when I first got in, it was like 100 and some. Then I saw 300, then 800, then over 1,000. I think they had over 1,300 at one time. That's really good for a live for anything with sports cards. What's going on? I need to mod you over here. Oh, there we go. But yeah, I figured I'd just pop on because I want to test this screen sharing from Zoom over and then being able to pull the YouTube stream over to the other size. Oh, they were up to 2,000 yesterday. Holy crap. I didn't even know that. I know they were on like, I think they were doing it on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube all at the same time. I think they do that for the recorded videos. I want to say, oh man, it might have been in 2015 or 16 national. One of the guys I was walking around with told me that was the guys from Sports Card Radio, and I heard about them back then. I mean, because they had their website and stuff. But no, no, I'm pretty good. They were pretty good last night. I mean, I was entertained, very entertained. Oh, I'm sure your work was. Oh man, but I mean, they everybody got to see a different side that you're live, and everything else onto it. I mean, anybody, you know how many times like I pre-record videos, I'm not happy with it when I watch it, I just do it again, and then I forget what to cover this or not, and I'm like, oh man, I threw my notes away. Like I'll give you an example. I've been working on a video all week, and it deals with the BBCE. I had to make sure I have the E on the end of it because I think somebody tried to catch me one time. I can't remember if I had the E on the end or not. But anyhow, with that, I had a video that goes into depth of another guy who had packs looked at, and two of them that were not certified. He opened them and they turned out being in alphabetical order plus some other stuff. So meanwhile, I was getting this whole video put together, splicing and cutting. And for some reason, Filmora like cut out on me. I'm like, where'd you go, buddy? And I think what I did is I was clicking so much with my mouse, moving stuff around, and I X'd it out and didn't save it. So I was like, oh, I'm done today. I'm burnt. So I'm just going to go live because normally I was going to be working on that video while I watched this Whatnot stream because these people do vintage. And at times you can get some really good vintage deals on them. I picked some crazy stuff up from vintage ticket stubs to, oh, that's where I got that Roy Campanella PSA 5. Trying to think, I got a bunch of like 52, 53 tops commons like for $2 a piece. There are a bunch of stuff. So I figured out because I wanted to try something. I figured they're coming on. They're not a huge stream anyhow. I'm not going to really interrupt what they're doing. Because if you guys all start going in there like, oh, wow, we got like 10 more people and normal in here. Where'd you guys come from? And everybody's like, oh, Extreme's doing you. I'm like, oh, no. I don't want to flood their chat type deal. Or like if it was like they had like 100 people on there, because then people start, what do they call it, a chat raid? I think it was called a raid on Twitch. Is that, correct me if I'm wrong. Huh, they're supposed to be on 7. Let me refresh their screen. She's usually on time. Oh, they pushed it to 7:30 now. All right, we'll hang out for a while and just chit chat. Because I want to see how well the CPU usage and everything does with another live stream. I know we did it one night with Jacob in here, but I couldn't see your guys' chat, so I want to pull it onto another screen type deal. I do have some boxes coming in tomorrow. If you guys just watch this, you probably have to fast forward till the stream starts in like 22 minutes to see if I screw this all up or not. But I have the new Garbage Pal. I think it's like Topps Chrome hobby boxes coming in. I have no reason to keep them. So I know there were some people that love Garbage Pal kids. If you want them, I could probably hook you up. I'm hoping at a cheaper price than anywhere else because I'm just going to ask pretty much, what I got into plus shipping and fees, and I'll come out with a price. I think it was coming out to like $83 a box with shipping. There's something like 83 or 84. It was some weird number. So if you guys are into the Garbage Pal Kids, I have 2 of the boxes coming in tomorrow, and I have no reason to keep them or want them. So, and if you're local, I could take a couple bucks off because of shipping too. Huge eBay auctions from TNT's. Huh. I did pretty well on DC Sports this last night, just a bunch of random stuff. And some of it I knew wasn't going to do well, some of it I didn't expect to do what it did, which was higher. Then there was hey, I dipped Daniel, by the way. But I set a couple higher things up coming up that listed tomorrow. Just I can't move them anywhere else, and it's just time to move them so I can reinvest. I picked a card up from the Monster Den, Jacob, and that should be here tomorrow. So I gotta go to the Fort Knox post office tomorrow. Was it just a one boxer, Granddad? Oh, guy, yeah, trust me. I used to bulk buy off of people. I would watch like somebody have like 100 auctions going, and I would just go crazy because they combine shipping. At the end, I send them an email, like, "Hey, just send a priority to me and give me a price, and I'll just put it in there." Man, one box. That's crazy. Oh, that's right. They're like, I think a distributor just pushed them out today at like 1450 or 1465, I think was the actual total box plus 2% onto that. So really it's about 1500 a box. And I'm like, there's no way I'd pay $1,500 a box for select football. And I know the pre-sale onto them used to be like 140 or 160. And I think the pre-sale for allocation was even up crazy. I think it was almost $300 a box, if I recall right. Which is just, I'm just not into it for that price. You got to start seeing me doing a lot more hockey on the channel and soccer because basically basketball and football have priced themselves out with me. I was on David Adams earlier today during my lunch, and a lot of their hockey's on sale. I mean, the SP Authentic this year was like two something a box. I think 350 a box on the 21-22's Black Diamond. It really depends. There's a couple of stingy people there. A lot of people worked with me, and what was good was like if they were really stuck on one card price, I could bounce other cards in to make sense. And that's where I started spending the money, like $500,000. I think the one was $1,000 deal I did there. Because I just wanted one card in particular, and I'm like, well, let's batch these together. Can you work more on prices on these than this? He's like, yeah. And I said, all right. So yeah. Yeah, GV Sports was talking about that the other night we were doing a Zoom, bunch of us. And he said it was because the rookies are so young, like 16, 17 years old. And until they really start playing and become stars, it's going to be a while. But a lot of breakers in particular are in that wax really, really high, because they had rebought back into it, like 30 cases thinking it was going to be hot, and it turned out, dud. Yeah, for sure. I've always liked the UEFA the best for some reason. I don't know why, because you got all these different leagues and stuff out there, but UEFA has always been like the fun league for me. Now, if I had to pick a product that I would break over and over again for myself, that Futera that I had, that stuff was just so nice. I mean, it didn't really have all the flashiness to it, but it was nice quality relics. That you guys seen that 101, the auto was real nice. It was real good. Yeah, but Coco and Jude were not this year's stuff, but the year before. This year's stuff, it's Oh, I can't even think of the dude's name now. I think I have him over here somewhere. Maybe I don't. Can't remember their names. It was Sidney somebody, a Kone guy, Sidney Raybigger, and there was another dude. I just don't have them all here. Those are like the three. I think it was the other guy's name was like Colt or something like that, maybe Colton. Yeah, I mean, probably the best product I've seen though was that Futera. Never heard of it before. I put in like, give me a box. I wish I'd have got a whole case of it. That stuff was nice. Yeah, Bundesliga. I think I said that right that time, but it's a nice product. I mean, it's a cool league. I mean, most of the time everybody's chasing Dortmund because there's just so many people on Dortmund. But when you start looking at like Liverpool, was it UK or United or whatever, UK United and all them, they're still good players. There's a lot of, like you go chase Messi and Ronaldo's, but the odds of pulling one of their autos is really, really slim. I watch guys break 15, 20 cases and they're lucky to pull one of them of like Messi or Ronaldo or is it Pulisic? Again, yes, Daniel, I did. Keep me awake tonight. Man, I just got an order and I went in assembly on PSA. I only could view one of my cards, but there's some other people's cards in there. Bad. I'm kind of scared to see what the whole thing comes out at. And those were the $18 July specials too. And then I have $30 one just at QA2 today. So Greg, if you're watching, I'm guessing probably if that list disappears tonight or tomorrow, I might have more cards next week to look at. Now when I did pretty decent in. A lot of hockey though, you guys start seeing. Not I mean, I'm gonna say beat up. Well, I better not say it that way either, but basic white cards, aka Cora. You know what I'm talking about when with the indie, like there was hardly any hockey dealers, but from what I heard from two of the guys up there, they couldn't keep the hockey cards in there. People wanted them. I don't know. Hockey is very, very reasonable though in price value. See, I'm just wondering what Tops is licensed next year, how soccer is going to run me in Tops Fanatics. And that's the only reason why I haven't reordered it. Normally, I would have picked up probably with as cheap as this year's Bundesliga is, like another case of it just to open. But it wouldn't really do much for me because there's no more thing called allocation from Tops. So yeah, that's the thing is everywhere I go, people are like, "Do you have any other soccer cards?" So I'm like, man, as soon as I get them soccer cards in, they go quick. I mean, unless it's something really big, it might say stagnant for a show or two, but somebody's going to want it. I had what was it? Bellingham Museum Auto. And I had a show, like 6, 7 people asked about it. And I was like, listen, I'm firm on a price onto it. You're not going to find any other soccer here. And I think it was selling for like 400. I told them I would do 375. People wanted 350, 3 and a quarter. I'm like, no. But by noon, gone. See, that's the other thing I'm worried about that show up in Salem. But I think we're good this weekend because see, with the Louisville show, we had, or was it the Louisville show or Newburgh? One of the shows I just did, oh, I know what it was. The Fisher show. I was told that there wasn't a lot of people there, but I also heard towards like I guess towards lunchtime, a lot of people left because the Colts were playing at home, and that's going to play a big factor up in Indy. But I don't think they're. I think they play Sunday or a late game Saturday, so should be good. Let me flip back over and see if she's starting to pop in yet. Nope, still at 10 minutes. Yeah, I was really trying to geek out today. Like I said, trying to do some of this stuff, and I want to be able to do different things for overtime. So, figure best way to do it, test it out tonight before I try to play around with it tomorrow. We will do overtime tomorrow, just so everybody knows too. Know a lot of people be popping in and out of here. Not like a real exciting stream today. I want to save a lot of talk about some of this stuff with I guess you could say scams or all these reprint cards for tomorrow night. I've been thinking here a lot recently with a lot of the cards I have. Now, take away what I'm keeping PC, my Jordans and stuff, but I just don't see non-auto variations holding the value that they used to with all these like 15 color variations out there anymore. I could be wrong, completely wrong. Yeah. Somebody found a loophole in the whole thing and they pretty much exposed it. But yeah, I just been thinking about it. I'm like, I understand like autographs because it's, a little bit different or cool patch. Okay. But if you think like back in 2015, 16, 17, the number stuff was cool. Wasn't worth a whole lot of money back then, but a lot wasn't. But if you look at how things all jumped up in price, autos versus non-autos versus just only mem and stuff, and the percentage differences, like that has to really still shake out. I would think. I don't know. But I have like some like Bowman stuff non-auto and Prism non-auto, low numbered, like 100 or less type deal. They're great. I think I'm just gonna end up sending them all to DC Sports and tell them go to town with it and pick up some more cool stuff. I probably should have did a video the other day with all them vintage cards. You guys probably liked seeing that stuff. I don't have many more I'd show on camera here. Has anybody done well in select football? I like it for basketball. For football, there's just way too many autographs, which again is probably why they do 5 autographs per box versus basketball having 2. They get the 2 for basketball. But football was a way harder hit than basketball. And that's what ever made sense to me back in the day was like football would sell more than the basketball, but basketball had better autograph chances into it. Think about like Luka's rookie year. You were pulling a Luka or Ayton per case. But I'm not sitting there telling everybody to go out and go sell all your base stuff and or low number, non-auto stuff. It's just stuff I've been looking at because realistically for where I'm at, it just doesn't move very well. Certain players will and stuff like that, but like for baseball, it doesn't really move here. I'm better off sending it to like a consignment or something. I guess I could eBay stuff myself too. Yeah, I wish I would have changed the stream tonight. Dang it. Hoping they come on. These people own a shop. I believe it's in like Virginia or something like that. Maybe Maryland, somewhere out that way. Well, anyhow, they I guess bought out some old time shop owner or something. They got a ton of stuff. I mean, some of the stuff you look at and you're like, I don't want to mess with it. But I mean, they start when she had her queue actually loaded and you could scroll through it. Man, some of this stuff in there, like Thurman Munson rookies, they're probably grading like a 3.5, maybe 2.5 even. I mean, they were selling for like $5-8. And I don't usually go on Whatnot that much to buy anymore, just when a couple people are live. I'll tell you, Whatnot's really gotten a lot busier. There are so many freaking streams on there compared to when I got into it in like, was it March? Man. They got a lot of streamers. And I just don't see how all of them being on all the time, doing that stuff, and only getting like single digit numbers can stay afloat. I did mute this. Yeah, okay. I'm sure there are. I can only guess because once people know there's money somewhere, it gets flooded. You know, I was sitting there thinking that if somebody opened a site, we'll just say like Whatnot or anything like that. If you, I got the commission just doing that with your stream or your sellers. But if buyers had to pay like $20 a month or something like that there to go on there, I think that would be really, really good because you would eliminate a lot of people, or you charge $30 a month because that's a lot of money for some people to go in there and blow and not buy anything. But at the same time, from when they register with all that stuff, you kind of get some personal information and stuff in case something goes bad. Because I think if you just register a regular account, I can't remember. I think as a seller, I had to give them a copy of my driver's license or something. Or maybe I'm a verified buyer or something. I can't remember. Somewhere along the way, I had to give them a copy of my driver's license. Oh, just so everybody's tracking, Joey will not be on tomorrow night overtime. They're going to the Burbank show. So if you guys are going to Burbank show, be on the lookout for the bullpen, aka Joey down there. If you guys see him, I was gonna do something crazy, be like, hey, somebody go up to him and like fling him in the back of the ear or something. First person to do it or something like that, post a video, but I don't want him to go get flung in the ear like 30 times. Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't like. They say they kept recordings because I was one time for, I think it was my first one. I actually put my stream on XSplit. I think you probably do with OBS too, and I recorded from there. And that's why I just wouldn't do high end on there because there's just no video proof, and they have to assume a lot of risk. I know a lot of people talk about, oh, we need to have more positive stuff out there for AKA content. But the same time frame is, I don't know, for me, my background being in the armies for 20 years, if you're always positive about stuff, you start becoming complacent, you'll miss stuff. And that's why I always look at what could be possibly go wrong with this, my way of train of thought. Oh man, eBay's just insane. Oh, I will say this, out of all the times I did eBay breaks, thankfully, I never had anybody try to do a return or nothing. There was one time a girl was like, "Oh, my dad's paying for all the spots tonight. Give me a minute." And I'm like, I mean, they ordered, I think it was during Otani's rookie year. I mean, they were spending like $600 a break on eBay. That was a lot of money. Like, high, but they paid. I'm like, oh man, I'm doing this certified. I was scared, but it all worked out. And that was like really my only time I was like kind of worried. Yeah, I don't really watch his stuff. He annoys me. Well, no, there's a lot of them though. You're right that sit there and say, "Oh, we need to be positive. Positive brings more people and all this stuff." I mean, you can be positive, but if you're not sitting there always thinking on your toes on this stuff and have knowledge out there that what a lot of other people are doing now, you could really end up getting screwed out there. I don't like buying certain raw cards. Even vintage, I'm half the time afraid that I'm missing something, even though I'm trying to make sure the card wasn't trimmed and it's not going to get a min size return and stuff. It scares me. I mean, if you spend $50, okay, got it. But if I'm starting to spend big money, oh, they're live now. All right, let me see how I could do this. I gotta mute them. I'm gonna pull YouTube over here. I want to see how this looks, guys. Share screen. All right, let me see how this turns out and looks here. Kind of weird because like I have a little itty bitty screen up here myself. No, I really don't. That's the thing. I got what you're saying there, but yeah. Huh, interesting. So I kind of see how this goes on to here. I don't know if you got, let me see if I turn if you could hear it. Well, I don't know if you guys could hear it now. They've been giving away these 89 Fleer error packs every stream. Oh no, I definitely would not. No. Like a regular active listing works. I was hoping she was in the shop to show everybody the shop in there. Really cool stuff. See, this works pretty good because I could see myself in a little screen way up here. I move YouTube over on this screen. Clear 89 pack. It is just exactly like a giant treasure hunt. And man, this week it just felt like we were doing that treasure hunt and then oh, he does something like this for like the PWCC auctions.
These do have it.
I'll be nice. I'll put their stream in the chat for you guys in case you want to go on there, but I usually don't promote people's stuff that much anymore. I'll pin it to the top even.
Drew, I think you said
There we go. That's where I'm at in case anybody hops in here. I can still see the chat though. Yeah. Send me a link on Discord later. I'll take a look at it. Gives me different ideas. Hey, just as long as you guys don't go in our chat, Raider. I know there's not many on here tonight. It's Thursday night. And for everybody coming in here, just know this is not me selling. We're just watching this because I'm doing some test stuff with it tonight.
King Griffey.
Oh, the FF Billy Ripken.
Tell you that since not corrected. And then we got two Randy Johnsons, and this one is fully corrected, but this one I'm sure you can't tell. It's really hard to see. I have to wait just right for a second. Kind of tell, but it's not fully blacked out. The marble ad over his shoulder is not fully blacked out. So they did go through a couple of iterations.
Does it look decent on your end out there? Oh man, I had so many of them. I ended up getting some 89 Fleer boxes. Nobody knew they were the error. I think I pulled like 7 or 8 of them out of there. A couple of them Johnsons. Something else I pulled. It was strange out of there. I can't remember what it was now. But out of all of them, I only had 210. I think I had one low grade at 7 even. Shocked me. I wonder if he uses OBS for it. And the only reason I do it with Zoom here, because like if somebody was like, hey, I want to join you on your Zoom right now, I could just send him a link. Oh, I heard she has Hank Aaron. Ah, yeah, OBS. I was trying to learn it, and a buddy of mine's real big into OBS, and it was just a little bit more crazy. With the paid service with XSplit, I get a lot of different features. So they told me it was a little bit better of an option since I had to pay for it. Free OBS is the way to go. Paid, I guess. You get all the different filters or whatever they're called on there, plugins. They're all free.
I would love to play moving the camera on somebody else. That was
I kind of like their little shadow box thing there that they put their cards into. I was looking at those to do pictures at one time frame. Man, they were pricey. Oh, they're in Virginia. See, Hampton, Virginia. The one thing I like about XSplit is because I have a paid account, I could go on their Facebook page and message support, and they will work with you that way. See, before you were able to call them. Now you have to use the Facebook method. That's the one thing I miss about Shopify. I used to call it like these odd times, and I'd get these girls from Ireland, and man, they would do all the work for me. No joke. Now with Shopify, you have to like go with this online chat, and they're not allowed to do half the stuff they used to. It's painful. I was looking with Shopify while she's still setting their stuff up about doing like, I guess, what do you got? What they call the young kids call, is it merch? Doing merch. I was thinking about doing some shirts and stuff up on there, and there's a site you could use the plugin with Shopify. So I'm not, but the thing is bad about it is I'm not doing the shipping. That place is. So like all the orders will go through, get dispersed like to some bank account. They'll pay whatever the costs are, and whatever I say I want to make $1 a t-shirt. They'll send me that dollar afterwards or whatever. But I was thinking about doing it, especially with all the crazy scams like Cooks out of 99. Oh man, that'd be a famous shirt. Yeah, that's just the hard part because like I gotta get somebody to make up what I want, because the logos and stuff I have for like the sizing or something, like I need something that has like a clear background with my logo to be placed onto like a colored t-shirt, if that makes sense, like a transparent thing. Because otherwise, like if I do any other color than black, like if I would stick my logo somewhere on it, it just sticks out because of the back. Brandon Cooks out 99. 99. Then you had the old Max Schrock. Max Schrock. Oh, you do? I'll have to see if I can find all the files that they gave me when I did my logo, because when I had to get the tablecloth made, and I paid like this, no joke, my tablecloth's like $250 for the shows. But when I did it, like he was like, "Do you have this file?" I'm like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." And the guy did it up for me so that I'd be able to use another stuff. But man, I have no idea what like a .avi and all this other stuff is that they gave me with it. I'll have to send you this stuff, see if you can play around with it one day. Because I'd like to try to do something crazy like you dip Daniel. I think somebody's probably already going to do that t-shirt, but make the famous Brandon Cooks out 99 t-shirt. Somehow like have it say, like, you know how they have like Mark Safe from Scam, like with a check mark, Brandon Cooks out 99 somewhere on a t-shirt. I think it'd be funny.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
You'll have to let me know how to do.
Yeah, I'd like to do something with a t-shirt that would say like marked safe from Purple Charger raffle. Just stupid stuff like that there, because people could have fun with it. But I really wanted to try to do something at one time with the Brandon Cooks out 99. So I was putting like extreme card breaks like up in a little chest area, like a little piece to it. and that's the piece I couldn't match up right because of the black background in it. And in the back, I put the famous Brandon Cooks out of 99 scam, I think I wrote or something. But yeah, I want to do something like that on a t-shirt. Oh, you're lucky. When I went to school, we didn't have to do that. We had to go do freaking home economics and learn how to freaking crochet and sew. And I mean, I did take like cooking 1 and 2 because I had to take electives, but I mean, like, we had like a wood shop one time that we had to take. I remember that. I think I was in like 8th or 9th grade. We didn't get any kind of like computer technology stuff. When we did do the computer classes, I mean, it was on the old Apple IIe's and stuff. So you were like learning all this DOS stuff. I don't know how many people remember that stuff. And then you were starting to work with was it Microsoft Word? No, was it Microsoft? No, Microsoft Office. There was something Works, Office Works or something. But yeah, I remember Lotus 1, 2, and 3. Oh, that's the only people know Lotus 1, 2, and 3 is. Oh gosh, that was horrible. Hey man, enjoy when you're young. Oh look, it's JoJo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The bullpen.
I know I've got quite a few. I know I've got quite a few.
So one of the $18 specials went in assembly. I'll let you know now because there ain't many people in here. Because I'm just practicing some feature stuff on here tonight. But I only had one card on. I knew it was a 9. But I'm just gonna say, ooh, there's some harsh grades. Very, very harsh. I'll put you this way. There was about 8 or 9 cards I could look up out of that big one of the orders. No 10s, but I only had one card on it that I could look up for myself. Well, be thankful it was $18 a card. Now, I don't know how the rest will turn out. The rest could all be Studley. I don't know. But what I saw on there, whoo, it was rough. I ain't gonna lie. I had to double check because I thought I was looking at vintage. I thought I started looking at the wrong one. Well, you can't have it all the time. If you were lucky all the time, people would know you're cheating then. Oh, what are they putting up? Is that Clemente? Oh, Mini Minoso.
I know. I think that's like my inventory before, but this was been like really.
Gosh, them DC. Get a couple bucks.
Oh no, not so much of that week. It's just that we have to be out of the old shop by Wednesday. And
I mean, there were some 9s in it. It wasn't like completely rough. I just was surprised when I was flipping through them all that there were like no 10s. And there was like newer stuff on there. My Durant SP Authentic rookie got a 9, which I kind of figured it would. It had a very, very, very slim, like 0.0001% chance of being a 10, but I wanted to get it done. Oh, they could want to drink coaster.
the stats on the back are 60. in the habit of just assuming it's the year after the last stat. It's card number 28. All right, that's another thing for me. Tops traded. Thanks for being here. We're in our first auction.
Which one of y'all are tops traded? No, I don't mind giving away One went into QA2 today, like this evening. So hopefully a list disappears in within the next 3 weeks. Oh, I don't know. I don't have it in front of me. Couldn't tell you. I just did it on my phone as I saw it popped up. And I just went through all the serial numbers, and a bunch of them just didn't populate because they're not part of any set. And then I started going down through, and I'm like, what am I looking at here? Well, one QA1 went to QA2, and the other one's still in QA1. What the heck is that? Pensacola Pilots Baseball Club. Whoa. Record guide. Tell you, these guys got some crazy vintage stuff. I got a funny feeling these things are going to come in spurts for the grades. So some people started getting back the $30 specials, which is the one that's in QA2 now. Very, very, very few have gotten a July special. I think I've only seen like maybe 2 or 3 people put something up about it. Oh, camera malfunction time. Oh, you never know. Like I said, everybody, take your time, look at your stuff that you're getting. Don't get overexcited. Yeah, holiday. Got the little snowflakes. Oh my goodness. If I got motion sickness, I'd be done right now.
make it. So I teach one class. I had been running my shows fairly consistently on Mondays and Thursdays. And I teach one class, and it's on Mondays and Wednesdays, and it just started.
Hey, when you go to Burbank, you'll get to see Sasha T and all them down there.
Is that too close?
So far, this doesn't look bad doing the screen share.
New stuff. You're just gonna keep reminding me.
57 Yankees team card. Whoa. Oh, not in a screw down. No. Oh.
The left right spacing on the I guess the top and bottom spacing on the back. I didn't notice from the front. centering is definitely.
Go to show, enjoy yourself.
Right, what do you think? Anybody like this one?
Getting away and doing vacations, well, it's all part. You missed my opening on this where I was talking about I wasn't even planning on doing this tonight and working on a long video and clicking on stuff. I clicked off of the video and lost all my work. So I said, you know what? Take the night off. You gotta take time for yourself.
Right.
That thing's up to $10 already.
I do, only because, I don't know.
Can I see a mouse on here? I guess I can click on stuff. All right.
But really, in the shop, we're getting away from doing anything in these kinds of containers. Really, we have so much, right? A girl. We have so much that these.
Like I say, best thing I always do is you can't collect them all. It's not Pokemon.
This is a pretty card. You'll be happy with that.
I can tell you now, there's been very few shows since COVID opened everything back up to where I've actually purchased stuff at 1,000+ at a show. And I want to say it's only been maybe 2 or 3 times. Oh, you might find hockey out there. Hockey where I'm at is hard to find. Oh my gosh, that thing's binged.
Card number 400.
Man, people are playing Chinese stars with that thing.
Oh, and I'm sure you could see, but I want to make sure you see. Got one really bad.
I heard the trade nights are really fun that they've been doing recently. I mean, honestly, I'd go walk the show for a couple hours. You don't see anything you like, go trade night. That's where, like, I hear the better deals go down at anyhow.
All right. How about some Joe? Number 4.
You know anybody else that's going to that Burbank show that you can go to trade night with or anything like that?
Y'all let Joe's hungover face scare you off?
What does this mean?
Maybe not true. All right, Clemente or Maris? About 68 Clemente.
Well, at least you know some people going. Maybe link up and I'll go trade night together or something for an hour or two. Well, that thing is out of the one touch. For a minute there, I thought she had open. The one touch was open, but it's not. The card's not sitting in it right. Ouch.
This would be.
This is one of those things like I always tell people about how you display stuff when you sell it.
Barry knows a bargain. Oh, and you know what? Jody did tell me today that you were looking for a Clemente. Is this the one you're looking for? I was supposed to. Okay.
You guys just popping through. I'm just been testing stuff. Just leaving this up. I'm watching the chat too. There's just somebody else that's streaming on Whatnot. They do a lot of vintage. I found some good diamonds in the rough or needles in the haystack, however you want to say it, through them. Originally, when they first started, I was getting like 52 tops, commons, and up through like 56 for like $1, $2, $3 a pop. And they had a bunch of 68 tops PSA 9s that I think I won at like $6, $7, $8 a piece. They're like $40. They're not confirmed. They're just what they have right now, too. Remember, it could change. It could go from assembly back to grading. Who knows? I saw a couple people today post their stuff was in assembly and went back to grading.
Here's a posterior Roger Maris.
I used to like these post serial cards.
And what year was it? 61. Oops. I have more Maris too. You guys want to see? Sure. It's got the blank serial bunch.
I picked a set of these up. Oh gosh, I think in 2014. Now, a lot they were taking them out beforehand, Jody, because they were trying to show everybody the creases. This was like streams ago, so I'm not too sure why. I would have put it back in the sleeve before I put it on anything. Dang, I just realized I'm sharing like what they call it, a honey hole out here or something like that. My little secret find place.
We do a
I ain't gonna lie, usually like when she comes on for about an hour or two, I think it's like twice a week. I might spend like, I think the most I spend is like $70 in here, and I've come away with some nice vintage stuff, but it's just waiting and see till you find it. One thing I will say is that she will get pretty in depth on the conditioning, especially with creases.
guys who know me, you know that we bought, or the former owner of our TCMA we have TCMA, but these are kind of, they're also kind of. So I won't find myself probably giving away my TCMA at quite the steals that maybe you get on some other stuff. So just be fair warned that this is gonna start pretty close to a fair market value. It's a 1981 TCMA Rochester Cal Ripken Jr. So this is Cal minor league card, and you can see it's a PSA 8.
That's something I don't see a lot anymore, these TCMAs. You used to be able to catch these every so often by a couple of these older dealers out here. And now I rarely see them.
That are not crazy minor league.
Not to my knowledge. I mean, I'm going tomorrow. It's the last day of the week, but I figured you'd let me know since you had the tracking on too if it came in early. I didn't have anybody else send me trackings this week that they shipped anything, so I've only gone on Monday. It's just a little bit of a hassle because they only have the one gate that was open this week, and fun trying to get through it.
I may or may not have
If you got the tracking, check it up and see. I don't know. I'll know during lunch tomorrow when I go out there because I got to pick up. Well, I did get tracking this week, but both pieces are coming in on Friday anyhow. But because normally people send me the trackings, I know it's in that day and gets delivered to the box by like 9:30 in the morning. I'll go pick it up. I just don't want to make special trips on to KNOX and nothing's there. Just an hour wasted doing it. Oh, gotcha.
'70s is on right now too. I hate them. Oh, I said I was going to get
Oh, go figure. Just because you're at a Sensi party, that's not really an undisclosed location. We all know where you are. Why are people so infatuated with Bob Uecker? Is it because he was on that TV show?
So this is obviously eXtreme. This is a Blue Cross Blue Shield 1988 reprint.
Oh, you're good. She'll make up for your loss. Well, she's getting ready to go spend a couple days at Burbank with sports cards with you. Worth it.
Yeah, and you know what? I didn't notice until I turned it over. I priced these real quick. I didn't started to say that it was. I'm glad I didn't know that story. This was 6.
Well, if you're losing, maybe it's time to take a little break. Find a new machine. Told you. When you go find that mystical dragon games, those are the ones. All the YouTube videos I used to watch at casinos and stuff, and guys going around these live games, anything that was like Dragon Oriental stuff, those dudes did well on. But when they were going to play like The Walking Dead and Superman and Wizard of Oz and what was that other one with the Oompa Loompas and stuff, man? With Willy Wonka, they didn't do too good on it.
This right here, to me, it looks like a crease on the camera, but it's a cloud.
Oh, Satchel Paige. Okay, how many people are going to be trying to do it now?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, I do know because I did my homework here too. You want me to run this one? I don't know.
At least nobody's gone in there and like been like, "Hey, we're all watching on Extreme's channel."
Here. Let's do a giveaway first. Okay?
That page is probably like a 1.5. Still like it. I mean, it could be worse right now. We could be sitting there watching Backyard Breaks. Well, that'd be punishment just to anybody watching for us. Woo.
And again, especially for my. Oh, no, I don't.
All right, let me mute her and I'm going to flip this over. This worked pretty good. Boom, I'm back over here. Gotta grab the YouTube, pull it back over here. Yeah, I figured I'd give this a shot because I wanted to see how it was going to work completely with me able to see it on YouTube too tonight. It was a little bit something different. Like I said, I was trying to get a video done, and I was cutting, splicing, trying to be able to make all these cool little things onto it. And yeah, well, I was clicking away, closing out stuff too much, and clicked something out, and I'm sure. And I could think about, I remember clicking, do you want to save changes? I'm like, oh, I was using a sniping tool. And I know what I did. I double clicked too much. So I had to take a break. You get that frustration and stuff when you start doing videos and it's just not going right. Take a little break today. Try to go back at it a little bit tomorrow. But if you guys are still hanging around, tomorrow night I'll be live on Overtime. If anybody wants to join, holler, holler. I'll send you guys the Zoom link. You can come on, chit chat for a little bit. Saturday morning I'll be in Salem, Indiana for a card show. No, I'm not set up. I'm just going up there. Cora from Discord will be up there too. So we're just gonna go see what we can find, get a little bit of video of that too. And then I really want to get this other video done. It's gonna be a little bit longer, but I gotta start it back from scratch again. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good Friday coming up tomorrow, weekend. Hopefully you guys ain't working. And then I'll be back live tomorrow night for Overtime. We'll talk about the scams, the second 86, 87 Fleer box, those unlicensed cards, all that stuff. But other than that, guys, take care. Have a good one. Appreciate everybody stopping in, putting up with me playing around with some